I'm streaming, by the way. Speaking of that, the only one who has not gotten their ultimate for me is Kaito. Like, is that normal, or were you able to?
Oh, I don't. I have everyone else's ultimate except for Kaito. So
Okay.
I don't know if it's locked behind the affinity boost, so like how much they like you, or it's later down the
right. Because I heard, because I was looking in the comments too, like in some forums, and someone said that they're in like part 9 and they haven't even had Kaito evolve his thing yet, or evolve a Dragmon yet. So it's like,
I mean, I also got a bit spoiled thanks to Twitter. Thank you.
oh shit.
Because you know how Twitter's like, since you like this, here you go.
Oh,
I was like,
dude, I hate that. Yeah.
I saw a certain Digimon with the professor, and I was like, yep, fuck this. Thank you, Twitter.
That sucks. Yeah,
But
I need to turn that off.
YouTube
Honestly.
was worse.
Oh, really?
Same thing, like, since you like this, or the stupid algorithm.
Mm-hmm.
All of Agumon's evolution for the game, and I was like, it's like, I know what the top one is. I don't need to know what the rest is.
Mm.
Which again, I'm still trying to just gun for Wargreymon, which is
Right.
Spoilers to everyone in chat or watching the pre-show. Stick to moral. So
Yes.
stick to the red route. Stick to that. Even
Yeah.
though if like the situations like calls for like you pick another choice, no, you fucking stick.
That's the thing. Like, I'm gonna save it for the show, but like, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna need the webcam. Are you having a webcam? Okay.
You need to put my pretty face.
Yes. And okay, there.
Look, I'm tiny, everybody.
Yeah, you're tiny for some reason. You're like off to the side for some reason. Let me like uncrop. I hate doing this on the touch keyboard, but
also, I am gonna be looking down and up because
fake go.
One of the events is back. It's the Kama's event.
Yeah,
her event. Her event is back again. So I don't know. I enjoy her event when it comes out because it's like a straightforward like grind fest.
Yeah.
Nobunaga's one was okay. It's just that it's like, okay, in order to progress to here, stock up on these items. It's like, I don't want to.
Right. All right. It should be good. And then let me bring that up
and
on.
I just found out that I might go a little broke in November because I think that's when he comes out. Domon.
Oh.
That servant that I've been like gunning for.
Yeah.
I think he comes out in November. But it's fine, kids. It's fine. Because I have until now to the 26th to finish Strive. I mean, Strive. Survive.
Survive. So, Strive. Digimon Strive. Anyway.
I mean, they should bring out like another type of fighting game for Digimon.
I'd be down.
But yeah, because the 26th of this month is the SD Gundam game, the Pseudo Dynasty Warriors, and we have September, about a month for me to finish that game because October comes around for Bayonetta. Which, again, this is still the pre-show, everyone. If you are still trying to wonder how to get the Trinity Edition, the Collector's Edition, if you only have a GameStop, you have to physically walk in and reserve it.
Oh.
I don't know if it's still up, but when I saw that in some Reddit posts and some forums, I took the bullet to see if it was true, and yeah, because my GameStop told me that on the GameStop site it's bugged right now. So I'm like, oh, okay, fuck it. And it's only $90 plus tax. I mean, yes, I shouldn't just casually say it like that, but
I heard myself laughing in that last bit, and then you were talking. I heard you talking. So we should be good. But if you want to do the part 2 of the double check, then let me know. Or just let me know if we're both coming through on your end.
Part dos.
Because again, we're trying to do the double filter, right? So
I hear me, but I sound far away.
I think you just need to be oh, yeah, there you go.
Come closer.
Yeah, get closer to the mic because I have my mic arm like right here.
I mean, maybe if I raise the gain on the mic.
That's a little bit. I don't think you need to do that too much.
Does that sound better, kids?
Oh yeah, you sound pretty clear now.
Oh, actually, that actually did sound better.
Yeah. That's your answer. There you go. Your gain was a little too low because
technology.
Yeah, I think it's also because RTX might be doing something.
Right,
so
I guess we're good.
Yeah, I think RTX might be like lowering your voice because it has to filter out all the noise and stuff like that. So it'll do something to your volume. So you have to like up your gain to like compensate, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, that was a pre-show. If you all want to reserve your copy or your collector's edition, what it was, right, of Bayo 3. Definitely want to look into that. Call in your local GameStop and see if they have it, and then reserve it in store, I guess. So yeah, gotta physically walk in there, unfortunately, but hey, I mean, it is what it is. So, with that, let's start the show. We are definitely on 198 of the Hypecast. Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. And there's truly, as always, Sean, aka Hawk525, with my cohort Zawa, as always. Today we do have definitely things to talk about. I mean, I thought it was a pretty dry week, but this is a pretty decent week actually. We do have some things to talk about here and there. So we definitely have fighting game stuff to still talk about. Even before, this is technically the pre-EVO show, but this is going to be on this episode will be out by the time EVO is over, because we always post on the Monday, and EVO is pretty much going to happen tomorrow as we record this. So that's also the reason why we're not going to talk about too much about the EVO stuff directly, because it's going to be weird to talk about it now and have this come out and it'll all be over anyway. So it's like, yeah, you see how it is, right? So timing is kind of funny of how these things work sometimes. But anyway, we still do have fighting game stuff to talk about, no less. But just a little quick update, I guess, on my week. I guess if we're gonna talk about our weeks, by the time this episode comes out, I should already have my car, which means as we record this, my car is coming tomorrow. So yeah, so this is definitely really cool to look forward to. But what's funny? I actually have a night shift after that, so I'm gonna be going in my night shift with my new car. So it's gonna be pretty funny. But that's yeah. I haven't worked a night shift in a while, but yeah. But nonetheless, though, my car is pretty much arriving hopefully by then. So by the time this episode comes out, so yeah, pretty cool, all things considered, with the situation of things, and yeah, pretty happy with that. But the car just yet, so I'll hold that off for right now. yes, I am getting a little giddy and excited. You know, just um with all the circumstances, especially. So yeah,
Yep.
cannot wait. Like a I kind of it's like that feeling actually when you're waiting for Christmas. You know what I mean? Like the presents. You know, when you're a little kid and you still believe in Santa Claus and stuff like that. You just can't wait to open those presents. But essentially, yeah, that's what I've been going through today. So pretty funny. I mean, I guess if you want to be brief about it, when it comes to Digimon Survive, I know we've both been playing it. How do you feel overall about Digimon Survive as of your playthrough?
They really know how to hit my buttons on character tropes I really hate.
Yes, yes. I think I know who you're
Like,
referring to, but go ahead.
well, there's two of them.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
let's just say I deliberately wanted them to die. I didn't have no like, I'm going to save you, sir. No,
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
get out. Get out of my game.
Get out of my game. Okay. Okay.
It's like, I'll save your Digimon.
Yeah.
You know you die.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Then hold on. Kitty, that's my foot. Please go.
Yeah,
away.
I think we'll save that for like a actual Digimon spoiler talk. But yeah, today let's just be brief about it as much as we can, of course.
Oh
But
my god.
but yes, I think I know who you're talking about. At least one of them, anyway. There is one character that I wanted to punch him in the face so fucking goddamn hard, but even still, you know, and we know this is a game where characters are gonna die depending on your choices and stuff like that. So, despite their overall personality and stuff like that, I still felt bad. Like I still felt guilty because I'm someone who wants everyone to live, right? You know what I mean? This is a game that this is the kind of game that you want everyone to live just for the sake of you know the completionist quote unquote sort of perfection, the perfection run type of stuff. But unfortunately, I looked into some things where it kind of clashes with that. So I'm just gonna like just wing it at this point and stick with one path and just stick with it, right? So anything else you wanted to talk about from regarding to the game?
For those that are asking or wondering how the Digi-Evolution line goes into this game, it's chapter locked.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, it's also there's a cheat around to unlocking some of the Digi-Evolution routes, and it's befriending enemy Digimons.
Yeah.
So, like right now, I have 3 Deltamons. That's the Tyrannosaurus with the two
The heads, yeah. Mm-hmm.
the 2 hits for its hands,
Mm-hmm.
because it has like 3 different branches. Well, technically 4, but there are 3 out of the 4 main branches are like Digimon lines that I wanna like just have unlocked.
Mm-hmm.
Which you also have to farm the stupid slabs, or what are
Yes.
they called?
Yeah, there's slabs, yes.
Yeah, you have to do that. I'll just spoil one of the Deltamon's evolution line. It goes straight into Metal Seedramon.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But see, the point, not the point, but I don't know if these Digivolution lines are karma locked, or you can just willy-nilly just level them up, like
Okay. Yeah. From my
level
observation,
them up,
go ahead. Sorry.
to a level. Yeah, just level up to a certain level, and then it's like, ta-da! Pick your path.
I think from my observation, I think those are just willy nilly. Like you don't really need to have any karma of sort, like a specific karma build for those type of things. I think those are just like the free Digimon. You can do whatever you want with it. But if the only drawback is that you can't devolve them back to
Yeah,
your
you
the
cannot go
form.
backwards.
Yeah, it's permanent. So that's I guess that's the quote unquote drawback of it. So if you really like let's say Andromon, right? Andromon
Mhm.
does evolve to a mega whatever, right?
Yeah.
And so if you want to preserve Andromon, you have to keep them as Andromon, right? You can't digivolve and then go back on those Digimon. Same with Gilmon too. Like Gilmon has a straight fucking path, and if you every time you evolve him, it's permanently on that form. So now luckily, yeah, I mean it's a pretty simple path. You don't really have to think of much about it. You just hit the slabs and that's it. I don't even think you even have to have a requirement for levels, because I was able to. This is not much of a spoiler, right? I guess, but I've had either it was like Angemon or Patamon or whatever, but I was able to just like throw the slabs on them, and then now they're Magna Angemon, and I'm just leveling up from there. Like literally, like they're like a level like 10 or something, 8 or 10 for Magna Angemon, and I'm just leveling up right now, like through my grinding stuff. Like whenever I was grinding, I was leveling them up that way. And then same with Angemon. I accidentally evolved the wrong Gatomon, so it was the lower leveled Gatomon. I was like, oh shit! So I had to like raise them up in the levels more or whatever. But I think that might be, I don't know, I could be wrong on this, but I think that might be the better way, because I feel like you don't want to level up the Digimon in their lower levels, like for the wild, I'm just gonna call them wild Digimon, the wild for the wild Digimon, because I think when you evolve them from or to their highest form as much as you can, and you level up from there, I think their stats actually get better. Like every time you level up, their stats just get like these big boosts. Unless maybe what's happening is that they're just scaling. It's just like a scale or something. They're just trying to scale up to like what the normal stats would be at this level or something like that. I don't know. I could be wrong, but it just feels like if you level them up, let's say from their ultimate forms, and then level up them from there, I feel like every time they level up, their stats get way more of a boost than, let's say, when you're leveling them up in their champion form or their rookie form or whatever. So I don't know. I mean, that's how I've been doing it so far, and then I feel like their stats are juicy, but I don't know. It's PvE anyway, so no one fucking cares at this point. But for the sake of like, if you want like big fucking numbers, right? That's the way to go, honestly. And try not to worry too much about evolving them early on when it comes to the wild Digimon, because you're gonna find their champions in their ultimate forms anyway. So you're kind of just like wasting the slabs
Resources.
your resources on those Digimon. When, let's say, like you get this like rare fucking Digimon that you have to find during like your exploration, you want the slabs on them, because that's the only one you got, and you don't really run into them too often in the wild or whatever. You want to save it for them. When it comes to like Angemon and Angemon and like other certain ones, you definitely are gonna run into them. So unfortunately, if you use the slabs on them, it's like, well, you kind of wasted it when you can picked it up in the wild. Now when it comes to the gameplay side of things, like the technical RPG, how do you feel about that?
I like it, like, because when I was a wee lad,
yes,
I did play tactics, tactics,
and
then I briefly delved into it, and I still to this day I don't know how to properly pronounce the game series. Disgaea?
This Gaia, yeah, that's what I go by.
This guy.
This guy.
This gay, yeah.
Yeah.
This gay, yeah.
Yeah. I get what you're saying.
So I'm kind of used to like, or for not younger audience or new audience. Fire Emblem. There we go.
Uh-huh.
That's actually a better like.
Yeah, it's a
Nowadays.
better example because it's popular.
So I like setting up my units and blah blah blah. But I don't know if the AI for the game is stupid.
Yeah.
Because have you noticed like on some boss battles, if you put like your weakest or your second weakest into a corner, like that boss will just like gun hole straight for them, to which your other units can just box in that one boss, and it's like it's like really?
Yeah, they get baited really easily, right? And then like sometimes
I'm like
mm-hmm.
like I'm just staring at my screen going like, you're the boss of this chapter. Yet you box yourself in, giving my big heavy hitting Digimons like advantage, side advantage, back advantage, or combo advantage, and I'm like, really?
Mm-hmm.
Like again, I'm just keep staring at the screen like, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then sometimes they just like run away for no reason, even though there's nothing for them to run away from, or there's no reason for them to do so. It's just I don't know. That's just like an observation I've noticed. And then sometimes all they do is just guard. Like they just kind of like scurry around and guard. So I'm not sure if that's on purpose or it's like what. So yeah, I feel like the AI is like kind of all over the place. I noticed, and I've been playing on normal. Like, have you been playing on normal or
Yeah,
hard?
I mean, like when you go into every battle, it gives you the option to lower the difficulty, but I'm like, why?
I'm just putting on normal. I've been playing on normal for the most part.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Just to wrap up, Digimon Survive.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. It's fun, but if you guys don't like reading because of the visual novel side, might not be the game for you.
Yes. Yeah.
If you like to be like a completionist and want to like have a pseudo game for your Pokemon needs, this game kind of works like that.
Yeah.
Like again, like how I have 3 Deltamons for the 3 different paths. So you know you can have
yeah,
so you can have one going to this path, one going for this path, and one going for this. So yeah, you can do that. The mini games to ask the Digimon to be your friend or whatnot are kind of fun.
kinda.
It's just that some Digimon, when they ask you a question, is like the opposite. Like, you gotta like choose your thing correctly, or else they'll be like, "I don't want you anymore. Goodbye."
Yeah. I mean, at that point for me, I just been looking up the answers honestly, but early on, I was like actually playing like that game, you know what I mean? But you know, which is interesting. But yeah, at that point, dude, I'm trying to optimize my time, so I'm just like, yeah,
True,
yes.
but
Yeah. But I did try without the answers though. I did try on just to try it, you know, just to try it out early on. So you know, I get it. I get the thrill of it. I get the appeal of it. It is kind of funny, you know. Sometimes like you just kind of go with your gut, and then sometimes it's like, oh, they give you a point, and then sometimes it goes like 2 points down. Or like, oh fuck, you know.
Yeah.
And then of course you piss them off, and they get a big buff or something like that. So like, oh shit. Yeah, but
the most satisfying. Oh, sorry.
No, wait.
Finish up.
Oh no. So
the most.
Sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was like saying, have you had the most satisfying like? I'm the very low percentage of them being your friend, and it worked.
Yes. Oh my god.
I think mine was Machine Dramon, the tank looking one.
I
don't know if you encountered that one yet.
Not yet, no.
It was a 5% chance of him being my friend, and I was like, fuck it. Oh, you look like a swell guy. Let's go. Like,
Yeah. Dude,
no, then it's like at that point, because it's like, and you know that you've been playing a long time, and you know that the Switch has a failsafe to turn off when it's getting to that overheat session. So I'm like looking, I'm looking at my controller. Start. Save. Go down.
Yes. I'm yeah. Funny you brought up the friendship thing or the recruiting thing. Dude, I'm having the hardest time trying to get Fangmon of all things. I don't know what it is. Like I have a 24% success rate. I have not gotten him at all. Like yeah. Like even though I've been trying to get him every time. Like I don't know what it is. He just does not want to join me for some reason. I don't know what it is.
He doesn't like you.
Yeah, apparently, right? Because I beat his ass in the early on. I was beating his ass. I was telling you, I was beating his ass to get all the slabs. So it's like, maybe that's why.
Yeah, the game takes account. It's like this asshole has been beating me so many times.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Yeah, but just to wrap it up, I do like it, and pretty much what you said, you kind of nailed it there. You do have to go into the game with the mindset that you're going to be playing a visual novel game rather than a technical RPG, unfortunately, because I would say 60% of the game is visual novel and a lot of reading and dialogue and stuff like that. And 40% of course, the rest of that is like the actual gameplay, the technical RPG side of things, leveling up your Digimon and digivolving them and managing your stuff like that, your equipment, items, whatever. That's like 40% of that. But I would say most of your time you're just going to be reading and listening to the characters. Which, speaking of which, I do like most of them. Keyword most. So, but I don't want to go into that too much because I feel like that would spoil things. And yes, there is one character I fucking hate so much that I wanted to punch him in the face. But with that said, I do like most of them, and I would like to I would have liked to go for a perfection run, but unfortunately at this point not gonna happen for sure. Let's put it that way. Let's just leave it at that. What about you? How you feel about the characters for the most part?
Oh yeah, like this game does hit the tropes of character personalities I love and hate. Thank God I got rid of 2 of them that I really hated. But I guess when I do get the time to do a second playthrough, maybe I'll do I'll call it the savior route and just try and save everyone.
Yeah. There is definitely a new game plus. Let's put it that way. And also, I think this is kind of why it's getting mixed reviews from what I've been seeing. It's not a bad game inherently by any means. It's just that what you're looking for is what is the quote unquote problem here. A lot of people, a number of people have gotten this game thinking that they're gonna be playing a technical RPG, right? But with the game here, there's a lot of reading. There's a lot of just character exhibition, or and just a lot of talking and a lot of visual novel aspects to it. In fact, again, it feels like more of that than technical RPG. You're gonna be making a lot of choices, right? And obviously, those choices will affect your game. But let me also say this though, and I'm trying to like dance around it a little bit so that way it doesn't give away too much of the game right away. But what I've been seeing, the system for this game really trivializes a lot of the choices, unfortunately, that you make for the game. And I'm going to leave it at that. Once you figure out the system itself, it really becomes like it really becomes trivial, unfortunately. But with that said, I really do enjoy the story. So there are times where I do deviate from the path that I'm taking, and I've actually like saved a bunch of times just to see what happens if I pick the other ones. And unfortunately, there are choices where it doesn't really matter. It gives you, some of them give you like that illusion of choice, but it still leads to the same end result. But what matters is that it's one more point for whatever path you're taking, and that's the kind of system it is. And again, I'm trying to like be vague as possible so that way it doesn't give away too much. But it's something you can figure out, and once you figure that out, that kind of like makes or break your experience, I guess, when it comes to the visual side of things. Like even if, let's say, you're new to visual novel games or you're a veteran to a visual novel game, it'll definitely affect something, right? So I'm gonna leave it at that. But with all that said, I do still enjoy it. I still would like to keep playing it. I do enjoy the story of it, the vibe, and the overall sort of finesse of the game, so to say. So I do enjoy it for the most part, but it does have very apparent shortcomings. You definitely have to set your mind to a different sort of expectation. And I felt like the marketing team on Digimon Survive kind of did a poor job, because at first they only showed like the tactical RPG part, which people then thought, oh, it's gonna be an RPG. There's gonna be a lot. Bless you. There's gonna be a lot of action. There's gonna be a lot of whatever, right? You're just gonna be beating up on Digimon and stuff like that. Oh, cool. You know, it's turn-based, whatever. I'm all for it. You know, so that sort of thing. But it set up the wrong expectation, because it seemed like, you know, a lot of people didn't know about the visual novel side of things, and I think, in fact, even like when they were showing off the dialogue parts, people didn't know it was like the ones that you make choices. People thought it was just like, oh, it's like a linear story or whatever. So I think what happened was, maybe the team thought they were going to make just a linear story, but then someone decided, oh, we should make it into a visual novel or something, and that's why it went through that sort of development hell. And that's why we were seeing the delays on that game, because they're effing directions or something. Someone who wanted to make a change or something. I'm not too sure. I'm just spitballing it from this point, but that's, I think, what happened. But no, but the game did get delayed a couple of times, so it kind of can tell you, like, right? It provides a clue as to what happened with the game. So I don't know. Do you have any additional comments for Survive?
Like I said before, if you need like that Pokemon completionist itch, this game is for you. Just mind that you are going to be, I want to say, I'm going to be nice. 85% of the time you are reading.
Yeah.
And that's me being nice about it. You are reading.
Yeah. I said it's like, I mean, I guess it depends on what you're doing, right? If you're willing to like just grind and try to get all the Digimon and stuff like that, it could be 40% tactical RPG, but you know, I said 60% and you said 80%. So it kind of so you said 80% visual novel, so it really tells you of how much of that visual novel side actually is active in this game. So again, kind of unfortunate. I really did wish that they'd show that side in the beginning of things, so that way people know what they're getting themselves into. But because of what the marketing team unfortunately did, and I guess maybe the direction of from the devs kind of changed and stuff like that, hence the development hell and all the delays happening and stuff like that. You know, that's why this game unfortunately didn't quite hit the mark for everyone. But again, I believe we both like it. It's just, you know, we're just taking it for what it is. But there are going to be people out there who are going to just put down the game because they don't know, they don't want to read, they don't want to,
they don't want to read. They don't want to just go straight for the action.
Yeah, that's understandable, right? Like sometimes we're playing, we're playing video games, man. We're not playing a novel. We're not playing a book, and that's not. not everyone is looking for that in their video games. So I understand that. And unfortunately, those people are not gonna like this game for sure because
Nope.
that's just what it is, man. It's a visual novel game that happens to have tactical RPG stuff in there. So and it has Digimon in it. So yeah. Now that said, again, the story is great. I like the story. I like the characters. I like how what the story has, but the way it's delivered, the way it's implemented with this visual novels game system they have with this game could make or break the game for you. So, yeah. I'll you know, again, I'll keep playing it till I'm done with it. Blah blah blah. I do want to try to, do the savior run like you're saying, and try to save everyone and stuff like that for the sake of it. And then anything else I'm gonna say? No, not really. I mean, other than that, yeah, actually, Digimon tends to be very mature in comparison to Pokemon, when it comes to the stories. So, so there is going to be some graphic sort of scenes, like while not like,
and also like very almost and very detailed like backstory, and I'm like, woo.
Yes. They do touch upon a lot of things and stories in Digimon in comparison to Pokemon. That's where I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Which is why I do like Digimon better than Pokemon in some ways. I love the story, the storytelling, and there's an actual start to finish. There is very apparent character progression and just stuff that they go through, and then when it comes to Pokemon's just like kind of like La La Land, in comparison. But
I mean, Pokemon does sometimes touch on real world problems, but it's like brief. It's like,
yes, yeah.
It's like, this is what's happening. Oh, look over there.
And
then all of a sudden they're all running over there. It's like, wait. Hello. I mean, that's why, like in the earlier Pokemon shows, ones that talked about real world problems kind of was the one that interests me. Like, the Grimer episode. Pollution. I mean, it'd be so damn easy, right, to blame Grimers and Mucks for pollution. But to see why it was happening, it was like, so it's not really the Pokemon's fault, it's actually the humans' fault, which concur into this. Very good, everyone. We all learned our lessons. We are at fault.
Yes. Yes. But overall, the tone in Digimon tends to be more mature than Pokemon. But yes, Pokemon does touch upon some mature themes, but not as much or deep as Digimon. So that's why, again, I do like Digimon in that regard. So
I know what I should do in my Digimon game right now. Since you were talking about like tones and stuff, I have a Leomon in my group. I will try not let that thing die. And if he dies, I release him. Actually, that sounds good. That sounds like a good fucking like handicap. I always have to have Leomon out on the field, and if he dies, I release him.
Wow,
amazing! Just like the actual shows, right, kids?
Oh my god! Damn, you're going that route for yourself? Damn, man. Damn.
The devil route.
Yeah.
But again, to wrap this up.
Yeah.
The visual novel part, I don't mind it because I'm kind of used to doing visual novel games.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Let's just say it's very wholesome, and there's like extra scenes. Those are the type of visual novels I play. Don't look at my Steam list. It's like, don't look at that. For the tactical RPGs, because again, Fire Emblem, Disgaea, and FF Tactics.
Yeah,
It's kind of like I had an early an early exposure to those type of
Yeah.
games
Yeah.
before
Yeah.
jumping into this.
Yeah.
And then the big one is I'm a huge Digimon fan, so once I saw there was a new Digimon game coming up, it's like it's been 84 years.
I
Give me
know.
that shit.
That's essentially that too. Like it's a Digimon game at the end of it, so I that's why I got it, and yeah, I do like it. And funny enough, Advance Wars reboot was supposed to be coming out this year, but it got indefinitely delayed because of the events in Russia and Ukraine and such. That's why I didn't get my sort of tactical RPG fix because of that. And you know, that's the game I also grew up as a you know, a teenager. And so Digimon kind of failed in that sort of itch as a way as well. So, or Digimon Survive, I should say. And you know, again, I like Digimon. I watched it since I was a kid. You know, in my childhood, in Saturday mornings, blah blah blah. You know, on Fox Kids or whatever. I also watched the Japanese version alongside that. But the English one came first, I believe, and then I watched the Japanese one after as I guess like a comparison. And you know, I love the opening and stuff like that. Well, I mean, obviously the English one is nostalgic, but I really do like the opening for the Japanese one. It's super wholesome, you know. And every time I hear that song, I get that warm fuzzy feeling on the inside. But yeah, that's where I'm at with Digimon.
see how it gets a warm fuzzy feeling hearing Butterfly. I feel dread and sadness because of, you know, the story behind it.
I mean, it's like I get it, but you gotta see what was accomplished, not, you know, what has happened and stuff like that. You know what I mean, like, you know. And
I mean, I get dreaded because, you know, the singer passed away, so that's why it hurts for me to like. I love this song, but shit,
I know
has the emotional baggage with it.
But I mean, that's the thing. That's the thing. Like, you know, he's gonna live on forever in a way. You know, since we're all gonna just be listening to the song from time to time. So it's like, yeah, he's been mortalized into this song, and he's like forever a part of what Digimon, you know, kind of made our sort of childhood in a way. But anyway, enough of that stuff. Other than that, yeah, I mean, it kind of got my tactical RPG fix, and then, you know, the fact that it's a Digimon game, blah blah blah. But I also dealt with the visual novel stuff. Funny enough, you know, Three Houses was kind of like that, and then, you know, for Fire Emblem, and then also, you know, I've dealt with like stuff like, you know, Fallout 4 and shit. So, you know, you pick your dialogue and stuff like that. And so I'm not entirely unfamiliar with that kind of element. Yep. You know, in fact, I also played a game like Detroit, you know, David Cage game, and that's like all about the choosing and the dialogue and all that stuff. So that's what it is. And then so on and so forth, etc., etc. You get it. So that's where we're both at, and I think we both like the game, you know, for what it is and blah blah blah. So yeah, that is Digimon Survive. Well, once we both finish the game on our first run through, at least, we can definitely talk about it more in the spoiler talk later on in a later episode. But for now, pretty neat game, pretty fun. Oh yeah, the graphics and visual side of it is charming enough. Kind of like, it's like kind of looking like a diorama when it comes to the tactical RPG, and I actually do like the visual side of it when it comes to the visual novel side of it, because the lighting and how the sprites are drawn and stuff like that. Now, one last thing. Sorry, I did notice. Sorry, I'm like going on about.
No. It's like, chat. You can tell how much we really love Digimon.
Yes. So I noticed that there are several typos in this game. Like the dialogue had typos.
Hey,
it's not just like this word was just like, you know, like the letter was like switched around or something like that. Like there was one of the Digimon's gender kept getting swapped around. So I was like, what was going on? Especially in the later parts. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, is this Digimon a he or she? But it's a she for the most part. But like, there was one part he was referred as it was a he, and then the next one was a she. I was like, what? And then there was another dude who was referring to another Digimon as like the opposite gender. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Who proofread this, man? Like, you know, so the game was delayed like several times, so you would think the dialogue and stuff like that would be at least fixed there, like the spelling and checking and the grammar errors and all that stuff, like proper pronouns. But I noticed that throughout the playthrough, and especially my most recent part of my playthrough, I was like streaming it on this YouTube channel, and yeah, so I was like, what the fuck? Like, you can even see that in the VOD, like it's there, the proof in the pudding, you know. I was getting tricked left and right at some point. I was tripping out, man. I was like, what? So yeah. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Okay, so I think that's we're all good for Digimon Survive for now. And let's get into the main news of things finally.
Okay, main news. Let's see. Skip. Don't give two shits. Maybe about Mash in Melty. Skip. Twitchcon. Yeah, you skip.
We're going. Okay.
Do not read this, Zawa. You will die. Oh. Shit.
Let's get to the meat of it. Let's go. So, in the fighting game side of things, we're starting with Smash. The amiibos have been still an ongoing thing because we haven't still have had all the characters just yet. So, next one up, I guess, is Steve, and Steve has been announced with the release date now, officially, and he is arriving, I believe, in September, if I can recall correctly. Let me see. Yeah, September 9th.
Steve.
Steve and Alex, they both are going to be amiibos for you to collect for your Smash collection. I'm probably just gonna get Steve just for the sake of it. And yeah, I'll try to keep my completionist mentality thing for these amiibos still, or for the Smash amiibos. I mean, not all the amiibos. Let's get that clear.
Speaking of amiibos, okay, I had Bayonetta 2, for a long time.
Yes.
And it had the amiibo reader, right? In the game. So let's just say I had Bayonetta for like almost 3 years. Let's just make like a little timeline here. I don't know what possessed me. So I was like, amiibo reader. Well, I don't have a Bayonetta amiibo on me. Let me see what the fuck this guy's gonna do.
Oh, Bowser, yeah.
I was like, maybe it's just gonna give me halos or unlock like a weapon. Lo and behold, it unlocks the Super Mario weapon. I was like, wait. I was like, hold on. Are you saying that I could have unlocked some of these Nintendo weapons without grinding for halos if I used the corresponding amiibos?
Wow.
And I put down the controller going like,
damn.
Then I look like dug into my memory, like me playing on the Wii U. Really? That can't be that easy. So lo and behold, I went back onto my Wii U, make a fresh new game. You unlock this. I was like, oh
man, you literally had the answer in front of you, and you didn't even
I didn't do it because you know why, kids? I wanted to play the game how it was intended, not cheating. I mean, I'm not calling you a cheater, Bowser. It's just fuck you. Fuck you.
That's funny, man. That is funny. That is hilarious.
And then again with another amiibo. The only last amiibo I ever bought was Incineroar.
Right, right. Makes sense.
And I am not joking. This is what became of him. Look at that. He is caked in dust.
Oh man, I can barely see him. I like that the front is all dusty and I think the sides are like pretty clean.
Yeah.
That's how it is, man.
Because you know what? I didn't want to open him because I didn't want to freaking do the whole training session.
Oh
Because
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
playstyle I play as Incineroar, you've seen it firsthand.
Yes.
It is. Like, you get frustrated.
Yeah.
You guys really get frustrated with my Incineroar.
Yes. There's a lot of side Bs, man. But hey, we fall for it, man. That happens.
I mean, I like Espaka's like commentary when he's watching. Is he going for the side B? Oh, oh, he fucked it up. Is he going again? Oh, he fucked up. Is he gonna fuck it up? Oh no, he did it. It's
He
like,
did the clothesline, yeah.
it's like,
Hilarious.
Like, shut up.
Yep.
I'm putting on a show. I'm not
yeah,
always
yeah.
gonna land it.
Well, also you can't help but fucking blame it on the online because that shit's awful. It throws off your timing. Trust me, I know. I know. But yeah. Anyways,
I mean, I'm also like hardwired into the internet, but again,
it's still like fucking on.
It's fucking Nintendo, like mumbo jumbo online shit. I don't know how to explain the damn thing. You're just staring at it, going like, really?
Well, technically, yeah, Namco did work on the net code, but still.
Yeah.
It is.
I mean, that's why Harada said don't ask him for shit. So.
Yep.
Ask him for shit.
Anyway, Steve is coming September 9th, along with Alex. As
I wonder if they're gonna have Ender as an amiibo like that.
Oh yeah, that would have been kind of cool. But I think they're just gonna stick with Steve and Alex, unfortunately.
Like for production wise, right?
Yeah.
They want to keep it small.
They're gonna keep it small because they didn't even make Robin male or female. I think it's just male Robin. If I can find him. Yeah, it's just a male one. I remember. But for funny enough, Corin? Yeah, Corin had both.
Yeah, there's Corin.
Corin had both male and female, strangely, but for Robin, no female one for some reason. But that's just how it goes, man.
I mean, it's the same thing. Like, does Nintendo really want to put in the production for like Hero?
Yeah, exactly. Which I also have over.
Because I think that with the amiibos for like, let's say Steve and Alex, Minecraft's creator, they do get revenue. So
oh yeah, I mean,
so it's like you're buying like 2 extra licensing to
make
these products, and I don't think Nintendo wants to shell out that many
money.
that much money.
Yep.
No, that's my insight for Business 101.
Yep.
You can tell me I'm wrong or whatnot, but that's what I'm thinking. Like, Nintendo doesn't want to just shell out more stuff.
Yeah. Meanwhile, in Melty Blood, we finally got a fake Go character in there, like we were kind of like talking about way back when, and yeah, Mash Firelight and also Neko Arc has made it into the game. So they're both. Mash is a new character. I think Neko is technically kind of an old character. Neko is kind of like one of those goofy characters, fucks around with you because joke character, right? Here's a art. Here's like the screenshot for it for Neko Arc. Pretty funny. I've seen Neko Arc from Carnival Phantasm. That's where I first was introduced to Neko, and like the whole kind of like it's like a joke within if you're familiar with the Type Moon stuff. And then, of course, we have Mash over here, right? I believe she's brand new, so I'm not too sure if she was featured in like previous Melty Bloods and stuff like that or not. So that's another one, and we have to remember these updates are free. So these two characters are also free. So that's actually really nice of Melty Blood that they're doing that. Really cool. What do you think so far? I mean, the fact that these two made it in there.
Why Mash?
I know, but she's the main character, right? She's one of the main characters, and they have to go with that.
Yeah, like I would have wanted better, like Gilgamesh or
Obviously.
Da Vinci.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking go far left field, put in Quetzalcoatl, and watch your reaction like go through the roof.
Quetzalcoatl? Oh my god.
You'd be like, my baby, she's
my
here.
Babe. Yeah, I know, my babe, man. Dude, I want to see her fucking
suplex
pile
so
driver.
many people.
Yeah, I want to see that pile driver / suplex, whatever, man. Just boom on those characters, man.
And just see her smile at every attack.
She'd be really cool actually, because she has not only she would be a grappler. She has the war sword or whatever. I forget what you call them, but she has the war sword, and just and it looks like it acts like a buzz saw. So she's gonna be like that kind of character. That'd be so cool. And she can like apply a burning effect on characters. That'd be really funny actually, because Volve kind of does that in first round, and then if you
I kind of want, like, if she does make it. Remember in what was it? In the Babylon arc, you saw it, right?
yes,
the anime.
Because no, the anime, no, not the anime, but I've went through most of the story.
There's one scene. The Jaguar kid is like celebrating, and then you just see Quetzalcoatl just do a fast snap punch. I want to see that.
I've seen the
game.
clip. Yes.
I just want to see that in the game. Just like they just smack people, like, and she's just smiling. She's like, "Hi, friend." It's like, oh god.
Right, and her victory screen could be with her like with the teeth, right? She has that weird like wicked smile almost, right? She's like a perfect anime fighting character, man. She's like she would be perfect. I feel. Yeah, all the little quirks. She kind of checks off a lot of the good stuff in anime fighting games, characters. I think she'd be a good pick. But we have Mash here, no less. She's the main character. Can't be helped. I mean, she's cute. I mean, whatever, right? I'm not completely opposed to it. I do wish they have other costumes, but there's 2D sprites, so I can't be helped. Anyway, we do have I believe videos, short videos, mind you. They're like 30 seconds each. Let's see, Melty Blood. Yep. Let me see. Actually, go for the official channel. Where's Type Moon? A lot of anime Illuminati. I know Jiyoon has been talking about those characters, but let me see Neko. Let me just see.
There's Neko art.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of like the third parties.
Up.
Well, no, I mean, no, it's a bunch of third party stuff still. Cause look, it's not even the Type Moon channel. It's just some dude or some guy. Oh, there he is. It's the channel. Now we gotta find the video for it. Where is it? I feel like it's in like an unlisted video, maybe. I think that's what happened. Cause yeah, look, there's a video from like 4 days ago, so they're still uploading here. That's weird. Anyway, let me just go through the links before we get lost.
Geeks.
Oh, right. So one thing to note is that these two characters will be no, it'll be the second to last two characters for this, I think, this season of the past. Yeah. There's still 2 more characters coming for this season, I believe. This winter. And yeah, just like anything else, they're free, along with like some stages here and there. Yeah. That's a note worth mentioning. We'll just watch it from the Twitter. So this one has Mash in it. So let's go check out Mash.
武装完了。シールダ出ます。相手が猫歩きさんならフルパワーで地獄かよ。
Look how tiny Neko looks.
She doesn't do this in game.
Yeah. Yeah. Very, very fast. Very quick trailers. Kinda get an idea. Oops. Oh my god. What happened?
What did you press?
Drag. I don't know what happened there.
I wonder what her final special is. It's probably just mold Camelot pretty much.
Oh right. Or
And
charging
give
sword. He's big ass
And
sheep.
just give her buffs.
Yeah.
Like a defense buff.
Defense buff, yeah, just be super tanky. Yep. Where's Neko Arc? God damn it. Whatever. I have the link for it.
Where's Neko Art? Dead.
I like that dance. She's so weird. Look at this. Look at this crap. She's got the joke version of Excalibur. It's just a bunch of cats just coming out of the sword. So ridiculous. I feel like Neko Arc's gonna be one of those like really annoying characters to deal with. So yeah. So any quick comments on these?
I hope Neko Arc has a lot of references to Carnival Phantasm.
Maybe, yeah. I want to say, oh, okay, just other Neko Arcs. Never mind. I thought they were like the other cats from.
Yeah, you would think it was like the other cast members, right? From Carnival.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, I think maybe because there's like a blue hair one. There's one that looks like Gudako, kinda. It could be Aoko, but I could be wrong. I don't know what that brown haired one is. Looks like it's either Shiki or Otomine. I'm not too sure. But at that point, with that, I think Ryogi Shiki is going to be appearing because she's from Guardian of Sinners. So they're trying to like just have like one character or a few characters from all the Type Moon franchises. So like Guardian of Sinners has still yet to be covered. So they'll probably be throwing in Ryogi Shiki at some point as that one representative. That's my piece on it anyway. But yeah, other than that, that is pretty much it. All the news for Melty Blood, because they were featuring an FGO character, so that's pretty nice. That's kind of what we asked for, but not so much really. We're asking for like different characters. But, hey.
We monkey pawed it.
Yeah. Anyway, that's it for Melty Blood. There is stuff to talk about for Project L. Unfortunately, I did not actually have the time to actually check out the latest video. Were you able to? Oh, it's only 2 minutes anyway. But were you able to catch this video?
I did.
Can you summarize what happened here, or from what?
That it's pretty much like behind the scenes, like how the animators are doing. They also love the feedback of what they're doing is actually in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
You know, having the whole what's it called? Rollback Neko, fixing up some animations and giving like players options to escape from certain combo strings. Which I don't know why that's been a big like issue right now. Like there's a scene right there where Jinx, the girl,
Mm-hmm.
popped out. Like all people was like, no, that should not be in the game because it ruins it. It's like, so are you saying that you should not have a way to get out of a combo if the person fucks it up?
Oh yeah, the tech thing. Yeah.
Yeah. He's like,
Tag
I
your
like
combos
those
then,
things
forehead.
because I don't like. Are you saying that you rather just like
Take
once
it.
you're in a combo, you just put the controller down and just watch?
Yeah.
Like seriously,
They don't know. Yeah, they don't know what they're fucking complaining about. Seriously, they have no
it's
idea.
like he's like, and then when he said that this game is going to be free to play, I was like, ooh.
Yes, that's
But
another
then,
big
but
thing.
then my sadistic or
Cynical.
cynical side fucking popped in. Is like, you know, they're gonna be charging us a shit ton for the skins, and I'm like, you know what? I played League for a long time. Yeah. Like, I'm not even gonna defend it. I'm like, yeah.
I mean, it's a way to go because this game comes from a free to play background. I mean, League of Legends obviously very popular game still. People still play it. That's free to play, and I guess their monetization model works. I guess. I mean, could it be better? Of course, yes, but it works. They've been making a lot of money. It's been top for a long time for a reason, I guess. So the same thing is hopefully happening here, which means this fighting game will be having a healthy player base, just like with multiverses right now. You know, the WB Smash-like game. Hopefully the similar outcome could happen with this one too, because it looks cool too. This one actually, you know, is a more quote unquote traditional fighting game, right? This one has 2v2. It's gonna be like Marvel, right? Maybe like Marvel Infinite, just because, you know, the 2v2 thing, or just Marvel vs. Capcom, you know, just in general. I just hope that the characters are gonna be fun. That's all I care about, really. Hopefully they, you know, obviously bring in the characters that people care about. I mean, I don't play League myself, so I don't know too much. So hopefully they'll pull in a decent selection from their big ass roster. From what I can understand, it's pretty fucking huge, right? And hopefully over time they can add more and more characters, right? And then keep it balanced, right? And then hopefully, you know, throw in the costumes that are reasonable, but they're probably gonna try to destroy a wallet here and there. They're probably gonna have a battle pass, like all the other games nowadays that do this sort of thing. Yeah, I think I mean, it's looking pretty good, right? And then, you know, being free to play, that means I can try it out and see if I like it or not. Maybe I'll put some money into it, maybe. I don't know. But hey, at least I can try it out without any cost, you know? And I'm pretty sure they'll have the free rotations with the characters, so you can try it out, these characters, without paying any money for that week or whatever, which is nice. Yeah. Anything you wanted to say? Anything else you wanted to say for this?
For Project L, I wish them luck, and I'll play the game when when my mains come out. So far, none of them are there, so I'm like, I'll wait.
Right. I mean, I think you should just try it to see even if you even like the game itself, you know? Because it's like you kind of be waiting for nothing almost, in a way, kinda. So I don't know. I mean, sure, maybe the character can help you like the game better, but I mean, it's free to play, so why not, you know? I mean, you know, what if you hate the game before the characters even come out? It's like, you know, I think there's not much of a good I think it's not a good incentive or a healthy mindset.
My mind has not been healthy since the internet.
But yeah, pretty much like a behind the scenes, like you were saying. you know, there's no like new character obviously, but it's coming along and it's free to play. It's going to be free to play, and I'm sure they have experience with that. So hopefully the game can flourish, you know, for the better, I guess, in our favor. Put it that way. But who is the upcoming champion though? According to this,
Ilawe, she's kind of old. She's just a priestess with tentacles.
I
see.
see.
To just like speed it up and give you like a brief like background of her.
It's this
She's
character. Yes.
not as fun. She's in the base League of Legends game. She's very like she's a tank. You can build her as a tank, but her mechanic is kind of weird because it all revolves around like her spawning tentacles, and if your opponent's not near the tentacles, you're not really doing optimal damage. But you know, it still works. It's just why Ilawi? It's probably because of their other game that they released, the Ruin King game. Might be that. I know my friend who is a Ilawi main for League of Legends was happy, and I was like, you do you. Just wait for my main too.
Who would that be for those who are curious, I guess?
He's a giant crocodile.
Of course.
Yep.
And what is his name?
And his name is no. His name is Renekton.
Renekton. Okay. Is he like? Do you know if he's like popular or not really, or kind of popular, or?
When you say popular, like he was like the meta and stuff.
Just like a people like, do people draw him? Like, do you see fan art of him often? Or
oh yes, and both safe and not safe.
Okay, and then
he's that popular.
For
playing wise,
yeah,
he was in the top 5, but I don't know what happened to him after he got his not rework, but his buff and deep.
And nerfs and okay.
Yeah.
Right.
That I don't know. Because again, I haven't played for so long. I stopped when League became not fun for me. Which
Right.
I can't even remember.
Yep. Hey, at least it's a fighting game, so you can't really it's just you and your opponent, right? So the League players are gonna have a day with that because they only have themselves to blame. So yeah. Yep. But yeah, Project L looking good, looking pretty promising, right? Free to play. It's gonna have rollback, I think. So, pretty nice. All right, and so up next, oh yeah, that's it for the fighting games. I did want to bring this one up for the frontline news. You kind of briefly mentioned it about TwitchCon. So remember with AX or Anime Expo, they were like, "Oh, we're gonna have, or you're not gonna need to wear a mask or have a test, negative for COVID and stuff like that." Nah, no. So they're kind of doing the same thing here with TwitchCon, unfortunately. They're kind of like going with the the masking not required, and also the proof of vaccination and negative test for COVID not being a requirement. Yeah, so I guess I'm just trying to like briefly read it. It says such measures may include without limitation changes to capacity, attendance procedures, and entry requirements such as proof of vaccination or negative COVID test and other protective measures, such as requiring attendees to wear face coverings. Any ticket holder who does not comply with the guidelines in place as of date of TwitchCon San Diego may be refused admission or be asked blah blah blah. But in other words, yeah, you don't see. Trying to just make sure I'm reading this right, but it says so it's the first sentence of the second paragraph. Note that TwitchCon San Diego will be presented in accordance with applicable public health and safety guidelines as of date of the event. This means the health safety measures for our event may change at any time. Blah blah. Oh, okay, never mind. But anyway, I mean, they're not requiring oh, okay, it's sorry. It's the last couple of last sentences for the first paragraph. Although masks are encouraged, they are not currently required to attend TwitchCon. That's all you need to know, pretty much. So, that is playing that dangerous game again. I feel. You know, we're still in the pandemic. We're still dealing with COVID. I don't know why they are doing this, because are they not aware of what happened with AX, right? Because they did the same exact thing. A lot of people were like complaining, and they wanted a refund on their admission, and they reversed that. Now with Twitch, so far we haven't seen any reversal so far. Yeah, I guess they're sticking it to their guns for right now, with no requirement for masks and stuff like that, even though there is COVID going around still. You know, so that's not looking good for TwitchCon. I know like people that I follow who were attending to or were planning to attending to TwitchCon were like, yeah, I'm not going. So that's where from what I'm seeing, it looks like there's like a good number of people that are not going because of that. I guess it says any let me see. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought it said not entitled to a refund because, well, you don't want to go or whatever, but that's just only if you don't comply to the guidelines, I guess, for the other stuff. But yeah, I mean, basically they are doing the same thing that Anime Expo did, and yeah, it's the same result. People are complaining. There are people who are not going to be going because they want to be safe about it. And even like the big content creators, right? Are taking a stand for that sort of stuff. What do you think?
Oh, they're stupid.
Right.
Just I'm not gonna beat around the bush. I'm just gonna call them stupid.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm not beating around the bush. I'm just calling them stupid.
No, I get it. That's pretty much, yeah, that's pretty much like the common sort of consensus, I guess, for the for a number of people, right? I mean, again, like this is not a great time to do this sort of thing. We're still in it. We're still getting sick from COVID and catching it, you know, and it's not looking good, man. It's not looking good for a good chunk of TwitchCon. Like they're, people are being very vocal about it. They're being very clear that they're not going, you know, especially for the big content creators. If they are, of course, continuing with this this policy. I hope for them to reverse it, because this is going to be taking place in August, like middle of August, I think. Let me take a look, see. Okay, it's just the same fucking thing, but oh, it's October. That's what it is. So there is still time. I thought it was in August for some reason. There is still time for them to reverse it still, of course. but they need to do it pretty fast because there are going to be more and more people who are going to be catching on to this and having second thoughts. You know, they don't want to fucking deal with this shit. I'm sure. So hopefully, you know, that'll be enough for Twitch to be like, oh shit, yeah, we kind of fucked up. We'll put that back on. We'll reverse this policy, and then we'll have the mask requirement and blah blah blah. You know, all the safety measurements and and whatnot. Which is weird because, you know, at that same San Diego Convention Center, there was Comic-Con, right? And it looks like from what I've heard, they were the opposite. They were requiring masks and or, you know, negative testing and proof of vaccination and blah and stuff like that. And so I think this is definitely on Twitch and not so much like the people who own said convention center. Because again, Comic-Con were the opposite when it came to that. Yeah. So thought I'd put that out there because, you know, same thing happened with AX of this year, and they reversed it like a few days after that became big news. But it's been a few days, and they haven't. There's no word on it just yet. Granted, there is a lot more time with this time around, because I think with AX it was like a month away or something like that. It was like less than a month or something like that. I think I could be wrong, but it was like it was closing in. The gap was a lot smaller than something like this, I believe. You know, so again, hopefully they fix it because they're kind of just shooting themselves in the foot. That one. So they're gonna be like, why didn't you attend? Why are the numbers so low or a lot lower than we expected? Well, people actually give a shit still out there about getting sick and stuff like that. So, did you want to say anything else? Any additional stuff?
Nope.
Yeah.
Just gonna watch the you know.
Yeah. Crash and burn, possibly. You know, it's like staring on a car accident, right? You can't help but look. You know, can't help but keep watch of it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Again, I hope they
It's
reverse
like,
it.
Yeah, I mean, it's like that whole thing. Like, we should say something, but no.
I mean, not that I'm attending by any means, but for those who were planning to attend and stuff like that, and you know, it sucks. Obviously, to see something like this. People have been looking forward to this convention, you know, as a means to network again and connect with others, and well, and also get together again with their friends, right? In a way, especially with the content creators. But stuff like this, like, definitely does not help. So I think, yeah, it ain't looking good, right? At least in my eyes, anyway. So that's it on the frontline part of news for TwitchCon. Hopefully they reverse it, but we'll see. Let's move on to the games news. We definitely have stuff to talk about here, especially with Pokemon. Pokemon had their little direct. Were you able to check it out yourself, or?
Yeah, I saw it, but I just skipped straight into, you know,
The Scarlet stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, I know.
Which I'm kind of like disappointed on one of the legendaries.
Yeah, so I think I know what you're saying. Especially with some of the animations. So
but this person's collection, again, come on, look at all these Pikachus.
the Pikachu fan.
Show something else. I know that's it. I mean, I'm guessing they're all the
Well, I think this is just a studio, so I don't think this is even his anyway. So
I know, but and what I'm trying to, I think those Pikachu's are the seasonal Pikachu's.
Yeah, they have like the different costumes for Pikachu. I have the Lysandre Pikachu back behind me, and I have the Mario Pikachu like off to the side, like over my shoulder, whatever, on Zawa's view. But anyway, or oh, I had my camera on. Maybe there you go. Let me over there you can kind of see where my finger is pointing, Zawa. The Lysandre Pikachu, and then off over here where my finger is pointing, kind of next to the Charizard, is the Mario Pikachu. So that's
No one cares. No one cares about Charizard. It's all about that Gengar.
oh yeah, off to the corner over there. Hanging. He's hanging there. How's it hanging there? Gengar. Anyway. So yeah, there was news for other games, right? The Masters, right? Masters Unite, had the Cafe one, and Go, of course. But what we're gonna be looking at is Scarlet and Violet, right? That's the main game. Of course, we're gonna be excited for that one. While I put down the background, TLDR. Let me pull up the stuff from the Rebellion. Did a good job of summarizing the presentation. So one of the surprises is that you'll have the legendaries Koraidon and Miraidon off the start. They are going to be your ride Pokemon. You know, you can cruise along the land, the sea, and the air with these two legendaries. Of course, which version you pick, that's on you. I'm still gonna be with Koraidon, you know, Scarlet. I'm a Scarlet man. What about you? You're also Scarlet?
Yep.
Yeah.
I cannot have Violet.
Right. Again, they are able to go through the land, water, and the air. You can climb, you know, whatever, etc. They are going to be that kind of Pokemon for you. I have a feeling though they're not gonna fight until, you know, you get to a certain point of the story. Then they're gonna be like, all right, you know, I know you for this long, so fight me and then catch me, or for realsies, and then now we can be partners or whatever for reals, and then they can fight for you. Because otherwise, if they can fight for you, it's like that's pretty OP having a legendary Pokemon already fight, you know. I think that's how it's gonna go. But anyway, more information. There's gonna be 8 gyms, of course. There's always gonna be gyms. Some Pokemon will have the regional forms, right? Paldean forms, like Wooper, for example. The Pokedex will be expanded greatly. Multiplayer lets you explore Paldea with 3 more friends. Terrestrialize is a new feature that crystallizes Pokemon in combat and boosts their stats. That's their like new gimmick, I guess, in their mechanics. There's a screenshot of the 4-player online co-op for a little bit. And then I think that's it for the big parts, right? But oh yeah, there's the crystallizing part. This one I thought on the visual side of it, it is cheesy. I'm not exactly a fan of it, but
same. I'm like looking at this was like, why?
Right, visually, but I am interested in the mechanic side of things. Like you can actually like change. It sounds like you can change the type of your moves on the fly or something like that. So you can kind of like, I don't know, you can strategize around that. So it might be one of the deeper mechanics. Besides just like, oh, you have this more powerful version of your move, whatever. So it kind of like is like hidden move, but more beefy, or more. There's more to it now. From what I'm gathering anyway. But visually, it is kind of disappointing that that's what they're going for. It's not like a mega. It's not like they're mashing in like, oh, mega evolutions and Gigantamaxing and so on and so forth, or the Z crystals or whatever, so on and so forth, or Z moves, so on and so forth. It's just a different mechanic, and only for that mechanic, it seems like, for this game. They just have that exclusive mechanic. And as we said, they're gonna be riding with you right off the start. And yes, they're motorcycles essentially. Although, when you look at this side by side in comparison, who's the real motorcycle, right? That's Miraidon. Yep. It's a little disappointing that Koraidon is not actually acting like a motorcycle. He's kind of just like a Flintstones type of thing. Like he's just kind of like trotting along with his feet, kind of like Flintstones. Almost.
It's like as people were saying when they saw this, like then what's the point of him having a fucking wheel?
I don't know. Balance.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, no, not balance. The flotation, it's like a flotation. Yeah, for here, it's like a flotation device, right? But why on land? You know.
The
Like
other one has like wheels.
Yeah, they're
actually,
moving.
So that's why it's like, then why does the? It's like.
Yeah, I feel like some people are gonna be switching over because of that.
Yeah.
People want Miraidon because he actually acts like a motorcycle, right? Which is kind of like the point of this game. Maybe they'll change it. Maybe they'll change the animations, you know, based off of people's complaining. But for right now, Miraidon is just moving on his feet. Kind of disappointing, honestly.
It is like, oh boy.
Yeah. Maybe with Koraidon he has two modes, like there's running mode and then actual cruising mode. I don't know. That's probably just copium or something.
Thou shooting for the moon.
Yeah. Again, it's coming out the 18th of November, so that's still good. We're on course, seems like. But meanwhile, I guess another big thing about this game too is gonna have 3 separate parts of the story. So one part is gonna be the gym battles and your league championship, your typical Pokemon story. But the other 2 are more involving with like a treasure hunt, and I guess like maybe like Pokemon hunting or something like that. I forget the other one was, but essentially 2 of them. The other 2 ones are gonna be exploring. So that's actually pretty cool. I do like that. Not your typical Pokemon story now. It just feels more widened. It broadens the sort of what you can do or what you're incentivized to do. Oh, and there's this gym leader right here, where a lot of people thought this person was a chick, but it's a dude. Rusha is a dude indeed. I thought that was funny because I was like, a lot of people thought. And here is one of the newer Pokemon, Titan. And then here are the new characters. More characters, besides Sada and I believe Churro. I think his name was, because
we have mommy and daddy.
The Giga Chad and the Cave Lady, yep. This guy, I believe he's based off of one of the leading developers for Pokemon. I forget it, or he's like I think he might be a music composer. I'm not too sure. But yes. Based off a real person, I believe. This guy looks, I don't know about him, Jacques. And then we've already seen her, Nimona, from before. But this guy is also new. Arvin. And then this chick, Penny, has been kind of picking up popularity. This person was kind of controversial because a lot of people thought Rusha was a she, but Rusha is a he. Is a he, rather. Is this gym leader? Is this gym leader? Is this gym leader? That student? I'm not too sure. Maybe it's like an elite student or something. One of the higher ranked students. There's the region exclusive Wooper. I think it's gonna be Poison and Ground. There's Fido. Been picking up on the popularity. See Titan, not so much, unfortunately. I haven't seen any fan art of him so far. And then yes, they talk about these 3 again, how you can pick them. Nothing on the evolution forms just yet. And then yeah, all the old Pokemon from before. There's a trading animation. Yep, and then there's the multiplayer stuff, which is nice. We can actually hopefully be able to play together online, and it functions right, you know. That's another important thing. I think honestly, the more I look at it, Koraidon's gonna be running on his feet. Look at that. It's just, it's kind of disappointing if I'm gonna be honest. Double battles are definitely a thing. 2v2s. And then yeah, see, you can have your crystal, I guess depending on your type or whatever. Yeah, there's the grass type one, right? With Spigatito. With Coco, yep. Obviously, it does more damage, right? For when it comes to just like the same types. But you can also change the types of certain Pokemon too, I believe, right? So yeah, you can throw in a fire type on someone like Drifloon. That's the normal type one. Look at that, it's just a big fucking ring jewel, you know. But yeah, so you can see you can see how you can have like different types, especially on someone like Eevee. And there's raids, which is cool. That's coming back from Sword and Shield. That's gonna be fun. That's where I think we're all crystallizing. What's cool about this one is that it's all gonna be simultaneous, so that means you don't have to wait for your teammates' turns, right? You're all gonna be attacking and healing and whatever at the same time. So it's almost gonna be like a MMO almost, kind of. You don't have to wait for each other's turns. You're just attacking and attacking, stuff like that. Supporting each other, you know. So that's actually pretty cool. It'll just feel like kind of seamless almost.
Almost, but yeah, we gotta see how good the online's gonna hold up.
Right.
Someone DCs.
Hopefully, it won't be like, what do you call, sensitive about it. Hopefully, it can function. I really do hope though they change the animation for Koraidon, honestly. But we'll have to see. Oh yeah, and if you pre-order the game, I guess you'll have a flying type Pikachu. That's with the crystal thing. A special Pikachu. But there's like a lot of time in between, so I don't think you have to rush it, honestly. I'll pre-order. I'll start my pre-order once Koraidon's wheels actually spin.
It's spinning, it's spinning, it's spinning.
Yep. That's like honestly one of the big complaints, and I'm kind of glad that's like the big complaint for this one, because no one's like, you know, oh, the Pokemon Dex, the national Dex, you know, that sort of thing. Like I was super annoying. Like I get it, but it's like super annoying. People are going a little too far with that, honestly. Because I'm someone who wants to play the game, you know what I mean? I want to play the new stuff. I want to check out the new stuff. And what if the new stuff is really fun, right? And the way I look at it when it comes to this sort of situation, it's kind of like a fighting game, right? Like for Street Fighter, right? every Street Fighter is not gonna always have your favorite character in there. You know, especially with me and Alex, right? Alex is not gonna always be in every Street Fighter iteration. You know, is that gonna make me not want to get that Street Fighter? Not so much in the end, because I do still want to check out the new mechanics or the graphics and the arcade mode and stuff like that. Whatever they have, I still want to check it out. Same here with Pokemon. Yeah, I mean, there might be times where, yeah, your favorite Pokemon is not gonna be featured in there, but I think you should give it a chance still, because the new mechanics could be really fun. You might be missing out on it, kind of. But I do understand the feeling of. Any other additional comments for the new stuff?
I just noticed that Sunflower is in a pot.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
That is a Sunflower, right?
Yes.
Okay, I was like, I just noticed that thing's in a pot.
It looks like a little statue thing. Hopefully. But the game looks pretty decent for a Switch game. You know,
That's kind of scary.
What?
Okay, go back a little when it was like flying over the lake or ocean. Keep going. Right there, seeing two Gyarados just right next to each other.
Oh, Gyarados, yeah.
Like, and then you're kind of just like zooming by, going like, "Oh God, please don't see me!"
I know. That's kind of like what happens
that.
with Legends. Yeah, Legends Arceus. Like, you're just like, "Oh God."
He's like, I'm sorry, and you're just like trying to speed.
At least Luxor is in there. Yes, Luxor is in there. Nice. I like to see that.
But I am disappointed. I don't see my Pokemon.
Tyranitar?
Where's my big Pokemon?
Right. I get you. I mean, I'm sure Machamp and some the Machoke stuff, or that lineup is going to be featured in there. Or you can like transfer them into the game once you beat it or something like that. Once you get the PC or whatever, you know.
Why jump over the Mareeps? Just run through them.
Oh my God.
Just go beep beep.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Still running, man. I'm still running on his feet. But yeah, anyway. Looking pretty good. I mean, other than that, and the some of the animation problems, I guess, with Koraidon. The game looks looking pretty good. Looks like a much more well-rounded package. I just hope it functions online. You have more story to do, right? Besides just doing the 8 gym stuff, you have exploration to do, and yeah, looking pretty cool. The crystallizing thing looks tacky or cheesy, whatever, but it could be fun with the gameplay stuff. Potentially. So, yep, that's pretty much it on Pokemon then. We're all good on the comments. Glad that they're, keeping us updated with that. I do want to see the final forms for the starters, though, at some point. I am curious. Alright, more updates. Now featuring with Apex. So, let me actually...
Epoxy Legends.
Yes. Let me go back a little bit until we see a certain tweet. Because there's quite a number of updates here. So, start with this one. Skull Town is back in Apex Legends. Now it's called Relic. The whole map is going to be relit too. Has a new skybox, making everything more vibrant. There are going to be a lot of other changes to King's Canyon. Increased landmass. Cage is lowered and less cover. Indoor areas removed from Hillside. Broken Relay updated and renamed as the Bazin. King's canyon will be bigger and better. 14. Level cap is increased to effectively 2,000. You're able to loop through levels 1 through 500 3 additional times. The total number of packs you can earn now through leveling up is 554. Guaranteed heirloom. Another big update though, regarding to the guns, is that the Wingman will now be using sniper ammo, and the Spitfire will be using light ammo. Not sure why they did that. Well, when it comes to the Wingman, I guess it's because heavy ammo is way more common, and I guess they don't want to like incentivize a lot of the Wingman use, so that's why they stuck with ammo or the sniper ammo, because it's rare. So that way people won't be using the Wingman stuff. But looks like you're not having it. What's up, man? What's your thought about it?
When you said the Spitfire is going light ammo, my body physically was here, but my spirit just walked out. I was
yeah.
Hey, I'm out.
Your soul just left you, right? You left your body.
So that's why I was like going into like shutdown mode.
Right. I mean, when it comes to the differences between light ammo and heavy ammo, I guess. I mean, is there a difference besides, I guess, like, I mean, what besides it? Well, I think the damage might be minimal, but when it comes to like the effects of it, like let's say like the slowdown of when you're getting hit, and then you can't run as fast or whatever, is that different? Okay, so obviously heavy ammo will be a lot, make you a lot slower, but the travel time will be, so the bullet travel will be harder, or what is it, shorter, or is it longer when it comes to?
Probably gonna be shorter now.
I see.
But again, it's like to me, it's like Spitfire has from day one been a heavy ammo. Why now switch it? Unless it's like the car, how you can switch. But if it's just a permanent,
I doubt it.
Let's watch. Oh wait, let's just read what the comments say about this.
I'm trying to go through like the actual relevant ones. Why though? There's no reason for the switch. Okay, so here's reply from Apex Legends News. Respawn wanted to improve the ammo economy, switching Wingman to sniper ammo to make the sniper role on a more effective, or on a squad more deliberate. Okay, for the Spitfire, part of it's making light ammo weapons more popular in the late game.
What?
Wait, what? What do you mean?
What?
Part of it is making light ammo weapons more popular in the late game? Wait, what do you mean? People will use light ammo wherever else. Like, or what? I don't get it.
What? What?
I didn't even know that was a thing, or even a thought. Like, cause don't people use like R99s and shit like at the end as a like, right? Like, what? Huh?
Like in my playstyle, from the beginning of the game to like when there's like half of the lobby left, you're either running a sniper and a light or heavy gun, or B, both, or B, both heavy weapons. One like a flatline and perchance a Spitfire or a car. Or like my playstyle is like based on what I'm feeling comfortable with.
Yeah.
Or pretty much it's like whatever weapon I fucking find on the first go, I'm just gonna stick with you. Unless I find like if it's an R99, okay, I'll stick with you, but if once I see an R301, I'm switching that R99. Spitfire is just there because I love going boom. But if I see a flatline, I'm sorry, Spitty, you're getting on my inventory for that flatline. But really, light ammo guns are not popular in the endgame. I think they are.
Yeah, especially with the R301, the R99.
And the alternator sometimes because
Sometimes,
it's
yeah.
one of them. But what's the other ammo? It's like a sniper. It was
Oh, G7.
yeah, the G7. Like I see a lot of people are like close to the last five teams on the map.
Mhm.
You see a G7 like on the kill screen. It's like, oh, there it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what?
I don't get it. Like,
what?
they definitely need to further explain that, like, from their eyes, right? I kind of want to see what they're looking at. Let's see. For those
Unless our tiny minds are not as big as Respawn's minds.
I don't know. Okay, so there's a comment here. It could be interesting. For those who are confused about the Spitfire, light ammo travels slower than heavy ammo. And it doesn't have the slow effect that heavy ammo has when it hits a target. It will make the Spitfire harder to use from further away, and it will make it easier to escape from. Maybe that. I don't know. Maybe because. Let me see. Let me think. That's weird because later on, I think there was news about the Rampage being thrown into either the care package or the replicator. I forget. So that means there's no LMG that uses heavy ammo anymore. As for this season, I mean. So maybe they.
I mean for Rampage is good, but it's such a crutch if you don't even have the thermal grenade.
I mean, if you land your shots without
yeah,
it,
if you land shot, but
it's good. I would say, especially when you hit him in the head. Like it's a pretty effective.
Yeah.
Like chest up, I would say chest up, pretty effective. But you have to land your shots because it's slower. So make sure you land your shots. But with the thermal grenade, yes, it speeds up the shooting. So, but other than that, I mean, there's no. I guess they wanted to have because of what heavy ammo does to people when they get shot by it. Maybe they didn't want the Spitfire to, because it shoots out, it holds a lot of ammo, right? So it's gonna hold a lot of heavy ammo. So you can use that as a means to slow down people, and then other people can just like pick them off with a, I don't know, sniper rifle or something else. Maybe that's what's happening. Maybe that was happening in ranked. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe either in ranked or somewhere else. And maybe that's what Respawn saw, and that's why they wanted to switch a gun like that to using light ammo, so that that's not so much of a I guess quote unquote meta, I guess. So they have like, but there's still guns like the Flatline, which still uses heavy ammo, but it doesn't carry as much heavy ammo in one magazine. That's why, yeah, because I mean, I can kind of see where they're coming from now, because Spitfire, if you max it out, it's like what, 55 shots at least, right? So that's a lot of heavy ammo to shoot with. So especially if you're good with it from mid range or long range, you can essentially slow down people in the field, and then someone on your team can pick them off with either the rifle or another Spitfire and pick them off that way, or Rampage or Flatline or whatever. If you're good with the aiming. Maybe that's why. Maybe it was too good, for higher ammo capacity guns. Maybe that's why they have it switched to Spitfire. I don't know. Any comment still or?
Ooh, boy. We'll just have to see how
It plays out.
Yep.
Yeah. I kind of understand with the wingman because the wingman is like super good and it uses ammo that's like pretty plentiful, right? For which is heavy ammo in the past. I mean, that's why they're trying to like kind of balance it out with an ammo that pops up less. That's why, I guess. But we'll see how how that works out for the wingman. But it is that's definitely a controversial change one way or the other. So nonetheless. Okay, so when it comes to some of the gold equipment, the gold shield, previously you were able to self-revive yourself, but now they removed that. So what you can do with it though is that if you have a gold knockdown, you can use they'll have the guardian angel effect instead. So that means if you revive your teammate with that gold shield in your equipment, they'll be able to come back with a little more health and armor. The gold backpack will lose the guardian angel effect. Now it goes to the knockdown shield. But instead, the gold backpack will have deep pockets, which means you'll be able to carry extra medkits, batteries, and phoenix kits. Any comment on that?
Respawn being stupid. Like, to me, all of this stuff looks like it should have been done in like previous seasons to test it out. This is so late in seasons, going like, what are you doing? But again, I'm not as big. I don't have big brain like Respawn, so can't say.
Right. Okay.
It's like this season's looking like it's fucking. They don't know what they're doing.
I feel like they're really playing with the experiments, stuff like that. Let's just see what happens.
Yeah.
But I do want to see what happens with the no self revives now. Like it's just now easier to wipe the squad. You know.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why again, like it sounds like all of this like experimentation should have been done like a lot of seasons ago, but doing it now and so late, it's like why?
Gotta start somewhere.
Are you? It's like Respawn. Are you that bored at work right now that you don't know what the hell you guys are doing? Are you just throwing darts?
I think a part of it too is that they can't come up with like new weapons and stuff like that too.
Yep.
So maybe that's why they're
sounds
just
like it too.
Mm-hmm.
Just throwing darts at the board, going like, okay, let's see what we can do. Fuck.
Right. I get what you're saying. But I mean, I guess you gotta start somewhere. So I do want to see what happens when you don't have self revive anymore. We'll see how that shifts the sort of the experience, I guess. Meanwhile, supply drop weapons, the bow check and the rampage are now going to be in the box. Meanwhile, the G7 Scout and the Vault are going to be back on the ground. So that's I mean, I guess because you know, we already have like enough sniping weapons, right? And the bow check does not fuck around. It does not mess around. So we already have enough like sniping weapons there is. So I think the bow check is a pretty good loot drop weapon, especially if you now have the ability to like throw in more perks on it now because it's a supply drop weapon. So I think it'll be even more fun to fuck around with, you know. But yeah, again, we'll see. Time will tell. I wonder if the rampage will already come with the fire effect or whatever, the overheat effect. whatever it's called. That'd be kind of interesting. The EVO 8 will be buffed again. They're increasing the fire rate. There's gonna be bolts to increase the fire rate even more. Oh no, shotgun bolts will increase the fire rate even more. Excuse me. They're putting stocks on it now. You can add some stocks to increase your, I think, your handling speed, but also of course your reload speed. And then the double tap hop up will be returning as well for the EVO 8. And now for when it comes to the 3030 repeater, Skull Piercer will be returning as a hop up. It'll also be compatible with the Wingman, Longbow, and of course the 3030 repeater. Okay. There's gonna be new skins, of course, for Wraith and Caustic for the, I'm guessing, the Battle Pass. That's the new skin, weapon skin for the Battle Pass, I'm guessing. It's a reactive triple take skin. I thought we already had a triple take skin last time, or like few Battle Passes ago. Whatever. Laser sights will be added as a new attachment in Apex Legends for SMGs, pistols, which will reduce the hipfire spread, of course. And of course, you can customize the laser colors. Yeah, so this one's just showing off the lighting and stuff like that. So yeah, it's like no less shading, just uniform lighting and stuff like that. Oh, sorry. How do you feel about the laser sight thing? What do you think of that? Do you have any comment for that?
I mean, I guess, but how how visible are you gonna see it?
I don't think. Well, I don't know if the laser will be visible
Like
for
an actual,
like the whole. It's like Call of Duty, right? I mean, it's just an attachment to reduce the hipfire spread. Like, it's not gonna help you like aim better or anything like that. It's the hipfire spread that they want to reduce. That's the whole purpose of these laser sights in video games. So I don't. My question is the laser sight going to be visible for the enemy? So someone would be like, oh, someone has that attachment, you know. So watch out in close quarters, you know. Or is it not going to be visible? Because I think in some newer Call of Duty games they made it visible for the enemy. They know what the loadout is for, you know, for the other side. So I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah. It is a meme for the wingman because the sniper mag or the sniper ammo change. It's pretty funny. Loading up the wingman with that extended sniper mag 6 season. It's a Simpsons reference. Pretty funny. Let me see. Oh yeah, there's this weird thing that Respawn said. There is no new weapon coming in Season 14, obviously. Respawn only plans to introduce new guns to the game when it, quote-unquote, needs them. Here's another quote. Our goal is to make the game the best it possibly can be, and if it means the game needs another weapon, then we'll make another weapon for it. But that will happen at the time if it needs to happen, not just on a seasonal cadence. What do you think about that? If you have any comments. Funny enough, you know, as we were talking about the new weapons, right, or lack thereof, and they're just kind of just switching around the effects and shit. So, and they're just adding new attachments too and hop ups. You know. I mean, do you think the game needs new weapons, or?
I mean, to me, yeah, it does, but at a good pace. Like, I don't believe, to me personally, I don't believe that each season should have new weapons. I think it should be like we're on season 14.
Yes.
14 should be new legend.
Right.
Next season, fix up, do your adjustments to previous weapon,
Okay.
and then the next season is new weapon, and then you do the whole cycle all over again. Or
Okay, like a cycle thing. Okay, I see what you're saying.
yeah, so to me, it's like it should be legend, buff or buff or nerfs, new new weapon, and then
Got
it
it.
could either,
Okay.
and then from here it could be, back to square one, or it could go backwards and then forwards.
Okay. Okay.
Give,
Okay.
or just have like maybe 2 seasons, like it's just straight up the nerfs and buffs.
Yeah.
Like so that the animators and the creative team can play like catch up, or they can bounce ideas.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's just me. I don't need to have a new gun in every season. I don't need to have a new
Character
legend every season.
Yeah. Yeah, like refine a pre-existing thing, just for the sake of, making the game looking better, or, whatever, I believe that. Okay. Let me see. So anything else? Oh yeah, right. This is the maps for rank, which is Kings Canyon and Storm Point. Yada yada yada. Those are the skins. I think they just released a video for Vantage this morning. But let's go through these real quick here. See. Let's see here. What's going on here? I think we'll see that in a bit. Vantage's sniper is an older version of the Sentinel, which has been modified. First shot 50 damage plus marks the target, not a scan. Follow-up shots on the marked target will deal 100 damage. Teammates will also do increased damage to targets or marked targets. In development, her sniper could do instant knock damage, but Respawn scrapped this. Of course, that sounds much. Let me just see. There's more of Echo, I guess. Vantage is 18 years old, making her the youngest legend in Apex. She grew up with her mother in isolation, meaning she lacks basic social skills and doesn't care about good manners. Okay. And that's pretty much it for the new stuff. Let's just check out the video for Vantage.
Xiomara Contreras is no ordinary teenager.
If you're not hunting, you're being hunted.
I raised her in the frozen wilds of Pagos, where there is but one truth. Everything wants to kill you. Mara may be young, but she has been preparing for this moment her entire life.
Surviving's not for everyone.
She joins the Apex Games to right a terrible wrong, and anyone who stands in her way soon won't be standing at all.
Survival often comes down to luck. In your case, it came down to skill.
A true hunter, she will get the lay of the land before engaging.
Take a gander at this.
Vantage knows not to reveal her position until her prey has no chance at escaping.
Nice kill.
Danger lies around every corner in the Apex Games.
Let's go, Echo.
Vantage can use Echo to relocate to a more strategic position.
Okay.
Wow, it's just only her that does
I
it.
tell you to be on your guard, but it won't matter.
Yeah,
If Vantage
selfish
has you in her crosshairs,
legend.
you'll never see her coming.
That one's for my mom.
Whatever threats these games hold, she will be ready. Time to show them what I taught you, my wild ones.
Okay.
And again, with these new legends coming out, I still personally think that Respawn don't know what they're doing or how to make new legends. Because how many trackers did we just get in the last like 3 seasons?
Right, because
like,
even
alone.
Mad Maggie does some tracking to some extent. It's not that powerful, sure, but
Yeah, it's not that powerful, but like just like
Still.
Jesus Christ.
yeah. And then Fuse just has a highlighting thing, and then what was the other one? Like for new stuff. But well, that's just regarding to the new stuff. There's already like plenty of other heroes who do that sort of stuff. So, we already know the technical ability, and I got a clear picture. But when it comes to the passive ability, it says aim down the sights to scout with your eyepiece, armed or unarmed, excuse me, or with a mid or long range scope. Use a bullet drop indicator to see your where your shots will land. Oh wow, that's actually pretty good. Use your custom sniper rifle. That's the ultimate ability. Use your custom sniper rifle to mark enemy targets and apply a damage bonus for your team. Yeah, you and your team. So I imagine that's gonna be pretty annoying, and that's gonna be probably nerfed or buff. I don't know. I imagine. Sounds like she's gonna be a pretty solid, kind of a solo-esque legend. But she also helps out her teammates with the ultimate. So, seems like she's going to be a good legend who can flank people because she can like position herself with Echo, and then not to mention like she can mark her targets with her ultimate. And meanwhile, her passive ability can just help her pick off targets when they're not, you know, aware of her sort of presence. So yeah, I mean, if somebody knows how to use her, I feel like they're gonna be pretty good for like ranked or competitive side of things. But we'll see. Sounds like a pretty good sniping sort of type of legend. So don't know. Yeah, there's no like sniping legend as of right now. Sniping-esque legend. All right. I do have enough legend coins, definitely more than enough to be able to buy her day one. So definitely try her out once I come back to the game. That is, I haven't played Apex Legends for a short while because of Digimon Survive, and not to mention Multiverses has been occupying my time here and there. But yeah, any comments about Vantage other than
it's more on her Echo. Like, is Echo gonna be like how Loba you throw, like how Loba she throws her bracelet to a certain area? Is that the same with Echo? Echo. Is Echo gonna be throwable, or is it just gonna fly like to a vantage point? And
I think you can point, and then Echo can fly to that location. So it's kind of like a more controlled version of Loba's Ring, because Loba's Ring you just like throw it, right? Like you can go really far, but you don't know where you're gonna be going potentially, right? So yeah, position your wing companion Echo and then launch towards him. Must have a line of sight for Echo to launch. Yeah, I mean, I guess it is like a kind of like a variation of Loba's Ring in a way. Pretty sure there is some differences. I imagine, yeah, because Echo is gonna be slower because she's just jumping across. She's not like teleporting across. You know, and I'm sure the cooldown will be a lot shorter than with Loba's Ring by a noticeable time. So maybe in that regard, it might be better than Loba's Ring in some situations.
I wonder for like what's the word? Like not comedic effect, but just like that little seasoning. Like if you can see Echo and you shoot Echo, Vantage cannot like go to that point where she
Mhm.
was about to jump. Maybe
Yeah, that'd be kind of interesting, right? If you
a
can
flavoring. There you go, flavoring.
yeah, like
We found the word, kids. Took me 300
it
years.
does make me wonder, like, can you shoot down or knock out Echo to like interrupt her jumping? That'd be kind of funny, actually. Like, it's kind of like that one clip of Buzz Lightyear when he's like trying to fly to the window from in Sid's house, and he's like, oh, you know, that kind of that kind of effect.
Yep.
That'd be actually pretty hilarious. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question, actually. Can we shoot down Echo? We'll have to find out. I guess. So wait. So when it comes to, I think there was a little bit more detail on their alt. Oh yeah, there it is. Oops. Bring this up and. Vantage's alt is different to every other legend, as it can mostly be used at any time. It doesn't have to be fully charged. What? Oh shit, that's gotta be annoying, bro. What the hell? It has a total of 5 shots at 100% charge, but you could use it at 20% charge just to have a single shot, or 40% for 2 shots. Oh, that's gonna be fucking annoying. What the hell? Huh. Okay, wow. That's gonna be okay. Huh. Yeah, especially if you want to like pick off like that one person in the squad left. You just activate the alt without having to wait for it to fully charge. That's kind of neat. Maybe they'll get like played around with though. I feel like they'll play around the percentages. So like maybe they'll have like a bigger gap between each I guess number of shots or whatever. Maybe. I'm not too sure. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Apex Legends. For the updates and stuff like that. It'll probably be have your typical battle pass with skins and stuff like that, and I'm sure there'll be events along the way, like mini events for more skins and stuff like that. Your typical season, you know. So yeah, I'll probably come back to it eventually, try out Vantage and see. She's like really fun or whatever. Once I'm like done with like Survive, Digimon Survive, and like not playing multiverses at the time. Oh, I actually forgot to add this news, but when it comes to fighting games, I don't know how, but they actually delayed the season 1 launch for multiverses. They delayed that along with Rick or whatever. Rick is going to be delayed. So I guess Rick and Morty are going to be separate characters, not puppet characters. Because they just said Rick. So I could be wrong, but either way, Rick / Morty or Morty are going to be delayed as well. But that also means that they're going to be prolonging and extending the date for the preseason pass. So this I almost forgot about that news, but it's worth mentioning. Yeah. Kind of unfortunate because that means the full quote-unquote game won't be out any sooner. It'll take a later date for us to wait on that. So yeah, speaking of multiverses, I almost forgot about that. Anyway, rest of them are going to be kind of quick news at this point. For example, this coming holiday season is supposedly Sony will be increasing the PS5 production in time for the holiday season. Not much information, I don't think, on that beyond just the headline. I think it's because, you know, places like, you know, the United States have passed the, not law, but like the standard of developing semiconductors and stuff like that here in the States. Not so much out in the other countries now. So looks like they're gonna try to increase the production of semiconductors here in the States instead. so that way we can get our electronics later down the road. So maybe that's why this has popped up. And let's see. Yeah, doesn't really say why they're able to do this, or why they even are expecting to do this beyond some filler stuff. But yeah, that was interesting. Any comment on that?
Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
hopefully that means
yeah.
hopefully that means that the Switch can also come back like that too, right? Because there also is a shortage on that. Hopefully that'll also mean all the other electronics are coming back too, especially with more graphics cards and all that stuff, you know. That would be nice. So this could be a good sign, you know, especially for those who don't have a PS5 still, you know. So thought I'd throw it in there for a quick bit of news. This one's kind of funny, so that's why I throw this in here. I'll try to be quick about it. This is I found this from Asmongold. I'll just try to just run this in the background. Did you hear about this? So this guy spent 100K on Diablo Immortal, and he plans to refund all of it because he's so high in ranked, he's so highly just equipped and stuff like that, that he has no people to play with, essentially, is the TLDR. So that's why he wants a refund, because he has no one to play with. He can't play the game, essentially. Right. So just from that, like, what do you think of that? Like, do you think, you know, he's just an idiot or whatever, like, or do you think there's more lines in between than you know what's being led on?
To me, it's like, yeah, God, you're an idiot. What the hell do you expect? And then two, it's like, looking at Blizzard, is like, you knew this was gonna happen, but Blizzard ain't gonna do shit. They're just gonna be like, thank you.
Right.
Who are you again?
Mm-hmm.
Oh well.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, sorry, sad. It is a sad thing to see and say, but yeah, it's what's gonna happen to Blizzard. Just gonna be like, thank you, and just go.
Right.
And he wants and the guy wants you said a refund?
Yes, he wants a refund.
Yeah.
But there's a little more to it than that. Not because he can't play with just because he can't play with people, but the fact that there is a problem within sort of the guild where, because he somehow he was switched to being a guild leader, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, because he's the highest person, right? He's like one of the 3 highest ranking people in the world, apparently, right? According to the guy who made that purchase. He's so high up there that even his guild won't be able to match with other people, I guess, is what I'm gathering. So, and for some reason he can't give that leader he can't give that what do you call it, the role to anyone else, because I guess he's too high. He's too high by ranking as well. So that itself, that Blizzard needs to fix. I think that's a pretty broken feature, if you ask me. Would you agree on that?
Well, to me, it's like, you pay to win. This is what happened.
Right.
Like, I'm at this. I'm that type of person going like, you know what you were going in for. I don't know why you're making a big bark in the darkness.
That I'm gonna disagree on, because that should be a basic feature that should be able to function just fine whether you're high ranked or not. Because why are you not able to give your role back to somebody else who can queue for you at a lower rank? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but again, I'm going by like how Blizzard really knew that they didn't know what the fuck they were doing with this game in the first place. So, so it's like, again, to that point, like, the guy should know what he was getting himself into. Does it suck? Yes. I'm so sorry that this happened to you, but
Right, right.
again, this is Blizzard. Blizzard gave you zero shit for this game.
Mm-hmm.
And when that the red Richard guy, it's like he called it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a joke. This Diablo Immortal was a joke, and a lot of people fell for it.
Mm-hmm. So what that does though is people who aren't if people look at this and say, well, if I spend that much money too, I'm not gonna be able to play, but not only that, I'm not gonna be able to even have a functional guild because of this. So that really, you know, it's like yeah, the guy who paid the money shot himself in the foot, but Blizzard's also shooting themselves in the foot too. So if they're not going to do anything, that kind of damages the reputation of the other whales, right? You know, yeah. I mean, this guy beached himself. This whale beached himself because he can't feed himself anymore because there's no plankton for him to eat, right? So as Asmongold kind of put it, but Blizzard also is kind of shooting themselves in the foot by not responding to this guy into that sort of that adequate sort of fashion. Because yes, they are aware of his issues, specifically this guy's issues, you know, according to him anyway. But they haven't done anything, like you kind of been saying. They haven't done anything.
Yep.
But in turn, so in turn, that's going to be looking bad on the other whales, right? They're not gonna, there's going to be less people incentivizing to whale on this game now, right? And all the other Blizzard games in the future, if they are planning to do more sort of this like mobile game sort of venture. In that sense, Blizzard's going to be losing money on that too. So, you know, so it's really, you know, two people shooting themselves in the foot, which is of course the guy who did the whale, and also Blizzard themselves. So
it's kind of like the meme right now of how Blizzard and this guy is. It's like the bicycle meme, the guy who sticks the wood in the sprockets of the bicycle.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's pretty much that meme in real life. Or for I guess a newer type of meme, it's the Eric Andre show, when Eric shoots the other guy.
Oh yeah, Hannibal, yeah, when he shoots Hannibal. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty much that right now.
Kinda, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But again, like, do I feel bad for this guy? Not really. But it's kind of like he's the sacrifice to make everyone else open their eyes.
That's a good way to look at it. Yeah, I think yeah.
I mean, I'm so sorry he had to be the sacrificial lamb, but again, it's like, as I keep saying to like people who do gotchas, you know, who whales, hi.
Yeah.
It's your money at the end. You cannot blame anyone else except for yourself.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
I don't know, because, for example, I don't know how this man here gets the units I want.
Mm-hmm. You're
After,
pointing
like,
at me. You're pointing at me. Okay, you got to point. You got to point towards your PlayStation.
I was going.
Point your PlayStation.
Yeah.
There you go. Point.
This man here
Yes, there you go.
gets the unit I want after like doing like maybe a few tickets or one tin pull, and then you see me going like, one more $80. I got this.
Pretty much.
I don't got this.
But and then it works the other way around. You get the units that I want.
I get the ones you want, and I'm like, I don't want this bitch. Take her.
Or curse.
I don't want Bunny Altoria. It's like,
of course. That's why I'm kind of glad you don't play Genshin in a way, because you would be robbing me all the units that I want.
I mean, there's no, well, with Genshin, there's no one I want to play as, or that looks like yes, except for, I guess, if they become playable characters. I guess it's, how far are you in Genshin before I speak?
Well,
are you caught up?
I'm pretty much caught up, so you can.
Okay, it's one of the, I guess they're the generals.
Is this for the upcoming one? Or
I guess they already featured him.
is he wearing
It's-
green?
Oh no, he's like wearing a white coat with fur, and he has a mask on, and
Oh,
he
you're,
has
you're talking about the
German.
trailer. You're talking about the trailer. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and
No,
he has like a German style hat and like
you're
chains.
talking about the captain, right? He has a mask on, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, you're talking about
Captain General. Yeah,
a captain.
because I've seen a lot of good art of him. I was like, are you playable or are you just there?
I don't know. That's the thing. That's the weird thing about this marketing, because this is so early, but they're already featuring the rest of the bad guys, right? So
Yeah.
mhm.
Well, I know he's as you say, he's a captain and he's a villain.
Yeah, he's just called the captain. So they have like a bunch of like code names. So for some reason he's just called the captain.
I'll go by what the internet's been calling him, Dad.
Yeah, yeah.
He looks like Daddy. I was like, yeah.
So it's like a complete mask that covers his face, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I know who you're talking about then. Because there's also another dude who wears a mask but it's like only like half his face. So that's the Doctor, essentially. But I guess you can like DM me or whatever if you want to hard confirm.
Is this my dad? Because I've seen a lot of good artwork of this guy, and I'm like, this guy is not even out yet, and
Yeah, no, that's the thing too. They're not even out. They're not even like close with. Oh yeah, yep. That's the one.
yep. Yeah, a lot of people call it. Well, the artists that I follow, they call him Dad, and it's like, yeah, I can see it.
Yep. Yeah, if you listen to his voice, this is yes. Well, both English and Japanese, very good actually. Even English was pretty decent. Even I'm sure you know him, Michael J. Tatum, is voicing one of the villains in that group. He voices the one with the glasses. He has like little dangly hair. He has that like that smug look on his face. He has that, you know, he smiles with his eyes closed, that look. Yeah, that guy. I forget his name. I think his name is like Pantalones or something like that. It's some weird name. But anyway, that guy. So they also call him kind of like daddy, kind of. There's a lot of daddies and mommies in that group. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, one of the most famous mommy in Genshin is Raiko.
Oh, Raiden Shogun.
Oh, Raiden, yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah. Yes.
It's like, what else is in there?
Let's
See, I have a gun, booby trap. It's like,
Yep.
The cure for cancer. Like,
Oh.
it's like,
Yeah.
oof.
Yeah.
Just start digging in
Yes.
there. Like, give me.
Yes. Gotcha. At the end of it sucks. And there are plenty of companies that are being very scummy about it. And yes, Blizzard is still a scumbag at the end of it, of course. You know, the guy did the guy did something stupid, obviously, you know. But you know, of course he was fully aware of what he's doing. He just did it for the laughs, jokes, memes, whatever. But now, because of like how dysfunctional it is, if you're like on the top, you know, he wants his refund. And if Blizzard doesn't respond, he will in fact have a lawyer and try to proceed with this little situation with that. So we'll see if he gets his money back or not. I'll have to I'll keep an eye on that one. Or Asmongold, pretty much. I've been watching this guy's like content when it comes to these sort of stories, like Diablo Immortal stories. It's fucking ridiculous. I just love how he just smiles too, as he's like listening to this guy's story. It's hilarious.
Aspen's like this idiot.
Yeah. Yep.
That's why I like Aspen goes when he just speaks his
Yes.
mind out. It's like yeah, you can disagree what he's saying, but it's just so comedic to just see his facial expression. It's like you're like
I like his analogies too. That's another thing.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Pretty wild stuff when it comes to this sort of situation. All right. Rest of them are pretty also like quick stuff. For example, Edge Runners for Cyberpunk on Netflix. That's the anime for Cyberpunk. Is going to be coming out for September. This September. That's the anime that's made by Studio Trigger. Now, I would like to play the trailer, but actually, I think Netflix is gonna claim it. So, I guess you can see for yourself. I guess if it is a new trailer, I'm not even too sure, but it is coming in September. That's the news here. I think. She-Hulk. Meanwhile, speaking of streaming shows,
She-Hulk.
Or She-Hulk. It's has been delayed, but only by 1 day. I guess they wanted to make this a
Oh no, what a nightmare. What are we gonna do? Oh my god, no, stop my life.
I guess they just wanted to make this
Anyways.
yes. I guess they just wanted to make this a Thursday show, so I guess they just moved it to Thursday instead of Wednesday. So that's the news, quote unquote, for She-Hulk.
Oh.
Yep. All right. And now this one was a kind of unfortunate, if I guess depending on how you look at it. So, have you been hearing about this? The HBO Max stuff where they're like canceling like films that are like finished, essentially.
A bit, yes.
Including Batgirl and even like Scooby-Doo, the Scooby-Doo like I guess Christmas special. I guess it's called Holiday Haunt.
Yep. I have.
What do you think of, what do you think of that?
And again, cynical side. You guys really trying to kill yourself off, huh?
Okay.
There's like no rhyme or reason. Like it's like, wow, you really want to? Yeah.
Yeah.
What the hell is wrong with you? It's like
Um,
you invested so much on the Batgirl movie, and then all of a sudden, nah, we're gonna scrap it when it's like almost done. It's like, why?
well, there are reasons for that. Pretty much, it all winds down to having it being a tax write-off. So, I guess they didn't want to like possibly losing more money for like, you know, the theatrical release and all the other stuff that comes with that. So rather they just kind of just want to bite the bullet by already losing the money they spent. But I guess by doing the tax write-off, they can save some money, I guess. Because it says, according to here, it's not on the docket, but I have it right here. It says $15 to $20 million by just canceling Batgirl. And I guess the same can apply to Scooby-Doo. The Scooby-Doo movie that was going to be on only HBO Max. So there has been a sort of a that like a hashtag kind of thing, like you know, bring back Batgirl or something like that. You know, I honestly forgot this movie was a thing until this news popped up. And another reason is that because of the change in leadership in Warner Brothers, and also, or not Warner Brothers, sorry, just the HBO lineup, because of Warner Brothers Discovery, they wanted to make sure they go into a certain direction. So that's why they canceled films like Scooby-Doo, which that I find unreasonable. But with Batgirl, okay, I kind of see it ish, because this looks like it might have been a box office bomb ish, or at least have very mixed reviews. You know, it looks like one of those films just from judging, you know, the book by its cover kind of thing. But even with that said, I would prefer to see it be released. For the people who want to look forward to this, because it's like nearly done. You've already spent that much money, but I guess by having a tax write-off, you'll be able to save more money than you would try to make it back from the box office sales, I guess. I'm not sure about that. I'm not a big expert in that sort of field, but that's just what I gathered. So I think it really winds down to like the direction they want to take, and pride, I think is what it kind of sounds like to me. And kind of like a weird flex in a way. It's like, oh yeah, we can kind of lose this much money and it won't affect our business that much. There was word also that HBO Max was kind of looking shaky, because there was word that they were starting to see HBO Max not being as profitable as they wanted to be. So that's why they were gonna like not have, possibly like no more shows or whatever. But in a very recent statement, I guess, or quote, I guess one of the leaders of this whole HBO thing said they will spend dramatically more on HBO and HBO Max content over the next year, pushing back on reports that that cuts will be coming to HBO Max's development team. So I guess we don't have to worry about that, I guess. So I guess we can look forward to HBO Max, I guess, with all the movies that are on there, and then the series like Peacemaker, we can look forward to that again, at least, and all the other possible shows that could pop up in the future. Now, will we ever see another Superman film? I don't know. It's been a long time. Been a long time. When was the last like solo Superman film? Can't even remember the top of my head. But yeah, that's the gist of it. Any other additional stuff for this situation, Zao, or you're good?
And Warner Brothers wonder how and why they ain't catching up with Marvel, with the Marvel cinematic universe.
Dude, that shit is
shit like this.
This whole shit is cursed, man. With this DCU thing.
Like the only time a DCU should be applied is in their animated movies.
Yeah.
Doing live action is like, because I just recently saw on a Twitter post, it's like Warner Brothers is trying to make a 10-year DCU, kind of following the footsteps of Kevin Feige. It's like, well, you guys are 10 years too late.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people saying, "Oh, we're getting superhero movie fatigue. We're getting tired of seeing it." And it's like, okay, Warner Brothers, what if like in 10 years when you guys are ready to go zoom, everyone's are pretty much doing this? Really?
Mm-hmm.
Another superhero movie?
Film.
Another superhero movie? Wow.
Yep.
It's like right now, Warner Brothers is Internet Explorer right now.
Yeah.
And the MCU is Google Chrome, Opera, and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So it's like again, like Warner Brothers, you guys are so far behind.
Yeah, man. On top of
someone tried.
Go ahead.
Well, someone tried to make like an argument saying that they should do the DC cinematic universe, because I don't want to keep. I don't want to keep seeing like a recast of every superhero every 5 years. It's like, oh, that's you. I'm fine with it because that's how. Sorry, that's how reality is with what's it called? Filming rights.
Yeah.
You have so many years to make the movies, and then you can take a break, and then all of a sudden do it like that. Sony's been doing that. I'm not saying spectacularly, but they've been doing that like well with Spider-Man. Like Sony can be like, okay, here's Spider-Verse Part 1. We ain't going to make the next Spider-Verse until like 2 to 3 years, or until the contract is over, and then we'll say, wait, we do have another Spider-Man movie.
Mm-hmm.
Contract revived.
Yeah.
And the whole cycle starts again.
Yep.
Because if you've been paying attention, that's what Sony's been doing with Spider-Man films and such. It's just they kind of like wait last minute
Mm-hmm.
to renew the contract.
It's like a loophole, yeah. So they can hold on to the property for a lot longer. Yeah.
Yep. Unless, Marvel does something and saying that, okay, we've been seeing what you guys been doing. If you don't make at least 2 movies between like 4 years, 1 animated, 1 live action, that's it. Like give something to Sony to actually really like shape up, instead of like they just dangling Spider-Man over the MCU and like, you cannot have him.
Yep.
And then it's the same thing with the Hulk.
Right, because it's Universal, right?
I don't know how Universal still has the film rights to the Hulk when I haven't seen a Hulk movie come out.
I think they're just like doing like teasers or something. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's why it's like. And again, I'm surprised a lot of people forget that Marvel cannot make a Hulk movie until Universal says yes or gives it up.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's the old tug of war, man, with these properties, because they want to try to potentially be the next, what is it, like $100 trillion fucking big fucking blockbuster, fantastical phenomenon. They always want to be the top. That's I think essentially is the driving force of these sort of situations. But in the end, I think they know on the inside that's not how it works. It is what it is, though. So I think on that note, I think that's the show. We definitely talked about a lot of things, including Digimon.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hopefully the next time we soon after we'll be finished with Digimon, or in our first run through or whatever, we'll be able to talk about like the spoilers and really open the can of worms and go at it. So yeah. But other than that, we'll be back for talking about EVO, because by the time this is coming out, EVO's already over. So next episode we'll be definitely talking about EVO and catching up on all that stuff. I know I will be watching it, so trying to catch all the announcements and all the hoopla and stuff like that. So yeah. So that'll be it from us. Unless you have any little parting words for this episode. Any last words? Yeah. All right. It's fine.
What's good for the kids is good for the adults.
I guess that's something to think about. What?
I miss JonTron, like old JonTron.
Old JonTron, yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you all after EVO. So, alright. We'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.
We'll be at EVO in spirit.
In spirit. That's a way to put it.
I mean, but if I was there, I'll actually be in the gambling in the lobby gambling. until something happens.
Of course. Only you.
Zawa, something's happening. Yeah, I'm winning. Oh, you're talking about EVO. Oh, it's like a cash out.